Hello, and welcome to the Pepperbird Magazine. Did you know that the Pepperbird Magazine has been in existence for over 25 years, and we're still going strong? I invite you to take an ad on our internet magazine, which is very, very useful during COVID days. So please, give us a call. We'll come and have a quick chat with you and video you and your business. Look at the number below.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. This is your own boy, DJ. I'm back on the radio. Free Mama Liberia. Nothing to promo. Free Mama Liberia. Nothing to promo. Free Mama Liberia. Nothing to promo. Free, 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 free. Let my liberty. Free, free, free. Free Mama Liberia. Hey, don't just say for the poor. Education is simple. The whole country grow. Cause other than our rule. Only people taking grab. Yeah, taking grab. Don't just say for the poor. No peace, no unity. Many people suffering. People crying, no food, no job, no just for their poor. Mama Liberia, freely everybody. Free Mama Liberia, nothing to promo. Free Mama Liberia, nothing to promo. Free Mama Liberia, nothing to promo. Free, 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 let my liberty. Free, 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 free Mama Liberia. There's a change for hope. We've been hoping for change. There's no change. No change. Our people cry. Our children suffering. Our people are crying. Our people are suffering. Hey, no change. Save us every not taking pain. The wedding no start. Liberian people is a unity, all we want.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Tony Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. We begin a new week today. It's the 19th day of April, 2021. We wake up this morning to another, what the hell will this week bring us? We remember our past. We reflect on those things that happened last week. The Mo Ali baby mama saga. The Costa Mo Ali Saga, the shooting in the school in Monrovia, the killing of a little child. Where are we going, my people? Which direction are we headed? So let's look at my topics today and let's get on with the lesson. So I'm going to scroll it today and we're just going to talk. Okay? My first topic is Liberia is burning. Henry Costa Saga Continues. 2. Liberian School shooting and killing of a child. 3. The Final Arbiter. Let's start my lesson. The Henry Costa Saga. To begin this lesson, we listen with this. Continues. The abortion news continues. The girls and baby mamas. The baby mamas of Mo Ali. Of Mo Ali and Mo Ali. Let the people know who Mo Ali of CPP really is.
Oh my God, it's raining everywhere. It's about music. It's a chick. No woman there. It's a chick. Like G.I.G. It's a chick. No woman there. It's a chick. Like G.I.G. So use your soul. So give it so. So use your soul. So give it so. So use your soul. So baby so use your soul. So baby so no woman no cry. I can't get myself. No woman no worry. I can't get myself. Look at my stress. Tell me why you got me back. We got G.I.G. So use your soul. So baby so use your soul. So baby so use your soul. So baby so oh my God, it's raining everywhere. It's about music. It's a chick. No woman there. It's a chick. La G.I.G. It's a chick. No woman there.
So you hear it? He said J no woman there. So we go with this thing here. So we start with this Mo Ali, Liberia is burning, Henry Costa Saga. All of this, there was no need for it. There was no need for this. And Henry Costa is an outstanding guy. I have nothing wrong with Costa. He has led our people through a major protest, through organizing themselves and setting standards for his people, the COP. Nothing is wrong with that. Costa is a patriot. I don't question his patriotism. No. But what Costa did on his show was out of pure arrogance and immaturity. You know, when you're young and haven't experienced real power and leadership and don't have the educational acumen to back your leadership of masses of people, it begins to get to your head When you hear Costa saying, well, what the hell? I'm Henry Costa anyway. I'll say it. When he said that, I warned him. I said, this is a sign of arrogance. You are Henry Costa, yes, but you are the leader of a mass group of people who put their trust and confidence in your leadership. And when you fail to realize the significance of who you are, what you mean to people, what your words, every word coming out of your mouth means to the people who are listening to you and following you, you have a problem. And that's where the arrogance started. When people call you a young guy, when people calling you leader, it goes to your head. First of all, as a leader of an organization, I will not have my members calling me leader. That's not your title. You are the chairman of COP. If they want to honor you, they call you chairman, not leader. Everybody in that organization is a leader, all the officials. When you call it Costa a leader, that is different from, that places him in a different group than president and chairman and all the kind of thing. You're placing him in a group that he's too young to be placed in. And he's too immature to tell you to stop. To stop. Because leader, when people call you a leader, yes, leader, it gives you a different significance. It gives you, it is, when people call you leader, it adds a divine component to that Costa can't handle right now. And when I first heard them calling you leader, it hit me. I said, wow, I wouldn't let people call me leader. No, I'm chairman, president. Call me by my title. Or just call me Rodney. Or Galpo. I like Galpo. But you have to understand, when you are a leader of an organization, you're setting the tone, the pace, the direction, the inspiration and motivation of that group. If you are the wise man in that group, you have to set everything correct. Everything. Because the people looking up to you for everything, for guidance, direction, speech, everything they look up to you for. So you have to be even extra careful what comes out of your mouth to your people. Because they're listening for everything that comes out of your mouth to guide them, to direct them, to lead them. So if you're a leader and you can't lead your people correctly, you can't guide them correctly, there's a problem. There's a very, very big problem. And this is where Costa got himself in. And we have to overlook his whole situation. Costa's situation is not a small situation. We are looking for leaders in Liberia. We are looking for people to set our country on the right path, trajectory, direction, whatever you call it. We are looking for leaders to set us on those paths. And every leader we have in our nation today got to be evaluated, got to be monitored, because all our leaders are young, and the old leaders we have today are the leaders of the old regime that we're just recycling, and they're coming back with the same old tactics, with the same old procedures in our government. Why? Because we've known it all along. They teach us all along. Old dogs cannot learn new tricks. That is the truth. That is the truth. And that's an axiom of life. When you get settled in your ways, you will always revert to the things that you know, no matter what new things they bring to you. You will evaluate it on the old, and you will always revert to the old because you do not trust the new. And this is what we're going through now. We have no modern leaders in our country. We have old and immature. That's all. And we have no middle ground leaders who have components of both aspects in them that based on trustworthiness, based on honesty and sincerity that can be passed on to our younger generation of Liberian people. And that's why it's killing us, man. It's killing us. It's killing us. It's killing us. Costa is smart, but he's not educated. Even with a bachelor's degree, he's not educated. And now he's just realizing it. Because he knows there's a lot of ways to go. I got a law degree. And I know it's not enough. Because there are other areas of education I can't touch. Science, the sciences, the social sciences, all those areas in the sciences, I cannot cover them. But as a career man, as a career technician who is a lawyer, trained to analyze things, trained in the law that deals with every aspect of life in our society, I'm a little bit advanced based on my learning, my reading, my understanding of the law itself. So all these things come to bear on us as responsible men and women of our societies. African American society, Liberian society. We got to understand our leadership responsibilities and duties. And we don't understand them, we fail time and time again. Time and time again, we fail. We fail. And I got to understand my leadership responsibilities too. As Rodney Chesson, as a senior within the Liberian society. I'm a senior. I'm a senior. Despite the fact all through my years I've been looked upon as an athlete, as an outdoors person, I'm still an educated man. I'm still a lawyer, whether you believe it or not. I'm still one of the most competent lawyers in Liberian society of Liberian law. And because of my wisdom of American law, majority of the Liberian law that is buttressed on American law, I can even understand it without reading the code of the Liberian Code of Criminal Justice or Code of or whatever it is, and Juvenile Code or all your codes there, because all those laws are based on fundamental American law too. You know, so even before the lawyers think to talk, like whether the child can be charged as an adult or not. That's a basic thing. A basic law, any child that performs the duties of an adult can be charged as an adult. Any child. because a lot of young children in America can drive tractors, can drive all the big farming equipment from small. They learn to things 6, 7 years, 8, 9 years old. So by the time they get, and I will tell you one thing, I got to tell you in my final thing, I will tell you it. But so all the kids learn these things. And we have to understand, when we are leaders of a society, there are so many things we have to understand. There are so many things that rest upon us as leaders. And every call we get, we got to be mindful of it. On April 15, when Costa made his statement about Mo Ali, his friend, and tried to defend his friend, he did it out of blindness. He could have gotten tricked to get into the situation. Because when he started his show, he told us plainly that he didn't want to stay long. He just came to test his show. He wasn't there for long. Show us his new platform. And there were some people even left the show when they heard him talking just about the platform. Some people left. But I had missed the beginning of the show, the live aspect. So I was watching the repeat. So I had a chance to look at the time length of the show to know whether it was just really a short show or I should put you forward and hear it Costa have more to say. So when I look at the timeline, I saw it was a longer video than just a short video talking about his show. So I kept pushing it forward, pushing it up forward to see what he was talking about until I heard him talking about Mo Ali. So he didn't go to talk about Mo Ali, but when somebody prompted him and pushed him in that direction, he fell for it and took the lead and ran right into it. And the way Costa was talking was so arrogant. It was so arrogant and immature. Go watch that video. All the people were telling on the video, Costa, stop it. Don't be talking like that. And you were telling, no, I got to talk it. I got to let the people know how I feel. But I've been a young guy. All of you have been young guys, and you all know this and that. So all that message that Costa spewed out on April 15 was utter arrogance and immaturity. Because he had no reason to go there. He had no reason at all to go there. Then above all of that, he started talking about himself. You know how we aborted baby? Yeah, I know I had a girlfriend and my lover, we didn't want to do it. She said, let her abort it. So that not the only woman Costa must have aborted baby with. That's not the only woman. If other women want to talk, they will step forward and talk. But these are the things we undergo each and every day with our leaders and how they talk about their promiscuous behavior, their illegal behaviors, their unlawful behaviors. Abortion is against the law in Liberia for as long as I've known it. It's against the law. It's against the law. When you incriminate yourself and say, I did this, I did that, and you don't know it's against the law, and you come and find out it's against the law, there's no limitation to crimes. There is no time limitation on crimes. You commit a crime and you forget that, or you don't know it's a crime, and you come and talk it, and you know the church frowns on it, you know religion frowns on it, and you come and talk it, and you expect to go free. Just by mentioning the fact that religion frowns on it, you have sufficient knowledge to know it may be against the law. Because if the church frowns on it, the church is powerful enough to ensure that it becomes a law and is outlawed. So you talk about how the church frowned, that shows you have knowledge of the depths of this crime, of the public policy that is against this kind of crime. Women aborting life, that's life. How many babies you abort? You think you don't have a religious obligation to those babies you aborting? You think they don't mean nothing to God? He can give you life and you have the power to take it? Only God can take life because only God can give life. And when we go around taking fetuses out of our women, that's life. I don't care what kind of trimester is in. I don't care if it's not because of some medical problem or rape or even incest. You can't take it out, baby. You can't even take it out, baby, for incest. So you got to understand. You got to understand. And we go through this thing all the time. Then we blame other people. We point fingers to other people. We accuse other people. And the same people pointing the fingers and accusing other people are the same people committing some of the most heinous crimes in our society. Then they got the people talking about even Costa himself, talking about fornication, comparing fornication to abortion. You commit sin, having sex. Why? So what wrong with taking it out? She can die. She can die taking it out. It's a life. Fornication is not a life. It's a crime against enjoying sex just for enjoying it. We're all having commitment. We're all understanding that your body is a temple. You can't just give it all, and sleep everywhere, everybody, everywhere. You lose that holiness that your body possesses. Because if you don't take your body holy, it will not be holy. If you think you can just sleep with everybody, everywhere, then you lose that significance of being a man or woman. You become a thing. And that's why we are guided by sexual norms and decency and order and rules to keep us in check, to keep us civilized. So we don't just run the street and rip every woman we see or knock her on the head and knock her out and have sex with her. Or we'll be animals. So all these things are to protect us. And when our leaders are unconscious of their duties and obligations, or are immature and too arrogant to be conscious of their duties and responsibility to the people they're serving and to the God you believe in. The way Henry Casa was talking, like he didn't even believe in God. And those are things we guard against in our society. Our leaders not believing in our moral standings as Christians, Muslims, atheists, juju practitioners. Everybody got rights in our country. And believe it or not, our leadership, direction, inspiration, motivation is generated from all the people within the communities that support that leader under a constitutional democratic system of leadership. So I don't know if Costa will be able to restore his standing in the Liberian society because his Mo-Ali alliance defending and all this. I don't know. But every day our people let us down more and more when they talk, the way they behave. Everybody in my country just let us down. The Darius Dylan, the come Wahwani, Kanga Klomi, I beg you, you know her name. And all these things hold us down, man. Hold our country down. Is that we put a thumb on ourselves, our growth and advancement. How can our people hurt themselves all the time? Our leaders hurt us all the time because they want to be rulers instead of leaders. And when they call them leaders, they don't know the significance of that because they're too young to understand it. So we got to go through this each day and each day. Let me go to my second topic. Lord. Liberian school shooting and killing of a child. Now, a Liberian child carrying a gun to school is nothing strange. Everybody yelling, ah! That thing should happen a long time ago. With all the guns, with all the proliferation of weapons and deadly armament in our country. What do you expect? I expected there to be shooting in the schools long ago. But our country is blessed. Liberia is just a naturally blessed country. Our society has been so orderly for nearly 200 years. All this commotion we've been through and fighting and killing, we still got order in our society. Our people still follow normal things. Our society has not gone astray. Only a few people acting crazy and useless and greedy and dumb in our society. But the rest of our society, people are law-abiding people. We have a culture of law and order in our society. Look at the Liberian people. Look at the Liberian people. All of the people. All of the people. And we have learned from our war. Nobody want to talk about war no more. Nobody want to talk about going back into the chaos and killing and what. Nobody want to talk about it. Everybody dismissing it. But still, we have to understand that if we don't stand up for truth, if we don't stand up for justice and rule of law and order, our country, the very thing we're scared of, war, we'll go back into war. It is inevitable. You can't have our country there falling apart, people not getting paid, people not suffering, and for food, for jobs, for the basic necessities of life. We can't go back into this. And you say we must still be peaceful, people must still be orderly. I had a call with my people, yes. I had a race hair with them, yes. But our fathers left a foundation in our society. that is still sort of ordered today. Liberian people can't go astray. We can't go astray. And you all know it. With all this killing, with all this messed up leadership, this stealing, and we're still talking about for peace sake. And that was killing us. When we continue avoiding the truth, avoiding the killing and all the evil in our society, and we result to for peace sake, for peace sake, for peace sake. Oh, for peace sake, for peace sake, for peace sake, for peace sake. Peace sake can't work if the law does not work. The law, discipline, order is what brings peace sake. How you have peace sake with all these murderers leading our country, with all their children killing people with impunity, stealing our money and selling it all in the street, money changers with impunity. What's wrong with our country? What's wrong with our people? Then we expect our kids to behave better than our parents? Now, the whole question about who get about the gun is another problem. You can't have guns in Liberia. I thought they took all the civilian guns. I thought that what Echo Morg and all these people did, and white people out with gun, and they caught you a gun. I thought they chased you down and took a gun from you. People in Liberia still got a gun. Now, we want to know who gave the little boy the gun. The boy mother, Josie, or Josiah, Sa, who are married to Lovett Williams Sr., said the gun belonged to her late husband. And before she could turn around to breathe, the family were dead. La. Our pa never owned a gun. He's a law-abiding citizen. Why you bringing our family into this killing business for? So the family of Lovett Williams Sr. is pissed off because the mom said the gun that the little boy used to kill that girl was a husband gun. And how could that boy shoot 2 shots, man, in the girl's neck? Because it wasn't on automatic. So even if it's on semi-automatic, you let him out a round at a time. How did that girl get 2 rounds? If it was an accident and 1 round hit her and she died, yes. But she got hit with 2 rounds around the same area of her neck. So when I saw 2 rounds, I was like, our people report differently on killings, man. The president said the man shot the man in his head in the head 3 times. This the kid shot the girl 2 times. So we don't know what's accident and what's not. Because anybody can shoot yourself 3 times in the head. Liberian people got some gifts that we not know about. So what I get incident is say shot her 2 times. I was like, how could it be an accident when she was shot twice? So, or he was just trigger happy and just went off and just kept shooting. But, then they put it on movies. They see the children watching too much movies. What about the killings going on in the country? All the killing going on right in the country. You don't talk about the killing, you're talking about the children watching it on movies? God jigger. All the movies we watch in America, people will be going berserk. Yeah, movie is a problem. It adds to the violence. But I don't think it adds that much to where it becomes such a major concern. Like kids will watch movie and become that violent. Okay? But if you got a gun in your house and a kid get their hands on a gun, that's why people scared to keep coming in the house. That's why they put lock on their guns. They put it in safes and things because when children see it, it's a target to practice, to play. It's a thing to play with. They're not going to check whether bullets in it or not. They don't know about it. They're just going to fool around with it. So those are the things you expect. It has nothing to do with movies or anything. It's just a normal behavior of young children. When they see guns and anything, they think it's something to play with. And they will take it and play with it. And that's why older people can't leave guns laying around. You got to lock it up. You got to take the magazine out of the weapon, clear the weapon, and lock it up. Put your weapon, your bullet somewhere that you can, your magazine somewhere that you can reach to it. We're all looking for it extensively. But these are things we got to take into consideration now. We're becoming a modern society. Our society, despite being backward, is moving forward with our development, with our discipline, with our teachings, with our progress, with our advancement. So what you expect? This is just, we lucky. Many children are dying in our schools with all the deaths and guns in our country. We're lucky. So now we got to solve this problem. And parents with guns got to understand they need to register their arms. We need to slacken the laws on people owning weapons so they can own weapons. Things that 9 millimeter, 45 caliber, anything from 45 down, people should be able to own. You can even own a 45 caliber. Because people should have weapons in their houses to protect themselves. But then when they're buying their arms, that's when we have to put child safety rules in place for safekeeping our guns. Well, knowing whether we should have them in the house or somewhere else for safekeeping. Because anywhere you go and there are children and guns, they will play with it. And you'll be in trouble. So this is where we are. This is where we are. As our society grows, as our children become more enlightened, they will pursue adventure. And we have to be responsible enough to know those things that will cause harm to our children. And inherent harm. Things that are inherently harmful. Gun, knives, all these kind of things we play with or we like to do. You like to go shooting, when you come back, you got to clean your gun and put it up. Lock it up. You can't leave it around. It's not like you alone living in the house. You got children living there. Same thing with our mothers. If you got a gun in the house, that's a dangerous weapon. You got to be responsible with it. You can't just leave it all around because it's a gun and you don't know what to do with it. You got to protect your children too. And if you got those kind of dangerous weapons in your home and you don't know how to seal and protect them against your children getting to them, you better find out from somebody. You better call a friend if you can't call the police to teach you how to secure that weapon in your home. Okay? So these are some of the points we need to know, man. Our children just no law and order in our country. Our parents still not educated. And we want to advance our society. How we advance our society when our children's lives are in danger? Because we have nobody to care for them. We have nobody to teach them how to get on the right path, how to view the right perspectives, and set their sights on things that will uplift them, benefit them, and promote them in their life's journey. So these are things we need to consider, because it will keep failing. If we keep failing, our world will continue to be non-existent for us, but beneficial to others. The time of the Liberian people is now. Let me take a break, then we'll get back. Mo Ali of CPP has done it again. The baby mama saga continues. The abortion news continues. The girls and baby mamas. The baby mamas of Mo Ali. Of Mo Ali and Mo Ali. Let the people know who Mo Ali of CPP really is.
Oh my God. It's really different. It's about music. It's a chick. No woman there. It's a chick. La chiachi. It's a chick. No woman there. It's a chick. La chiachi. So use your soul. So give it so. 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 No woman no cry. I can't try to kill myself. No woman no worry. I can't try to kill myself. Look at my face. Tell me why you got me back. We don't care. So use your soul. So give it so. So use your soul. So give it so. So use your soul. So give it so. Oh my God, it's really different. It's about music. It's a chick. No woman there. It's a chick. La chiachi. It's a chick. No woman there.
So yeah. Inside J, no woman there. Let's get to my last lesson, and I'll be out of here. The Final Arbiter. That's who I am in this era of Liberianism. There has to be somebody to sit on the side and evaluate our society, evaluate our leaders and their actions and their behaviors, and point them out. Without fear, apprehension, or favor. I don't hit nobody in my country. I don't hit one soul in my country. I got to protect myself, but I don't hit them. I passed that stage of hit and all of that. I've overcome all those things. And I got to sit and see that my country and my people understand that for us to survive, there must be law, order, and discipline. Somebody must say enough is enough. and will stand up and don't give a damn who says anything. And let me tell you, I love Costa. I love all my people in Liberia. But that does not give you the right to commit crimes against innocent Liberian people. I can love you, but I will jail you. I will jail you. I will not hesitate to jail you. Why? Because our society got to change. Look at all the hell I've been through. For nothing, no cause of mine. Tell other people thinking wicked and won't punish me for it. But I learned not to hit because I'm a Christian. I follow my past. And I survive. I'm not going to worry about other people for hitting other people. I ain't going to go back to hit other people. Jesus brought me this far. Look at who I am now. Why would I want to go back to hit? That's a burden. I'm praying to Jesus to get burden away from me so I can be free in mind, body, and spirit. And then I'll be going and hit somebody again and put another burden on my head. For what? That's a burden. You be hitting somebody, the person be prospering and never dying and never changing. Why you hitting the person over? When you can transform all that hit into energy of your own. To try and seek what you want in your life that nobody can interfere with. Nobody can stop you even if they want. If they're jealous, it doesn't mean they can't stop you. But these are things we have to understand. They add to us. They add to us. And let me tell you one thing, my people. All the voodoo, all the Christianity, all the voodoo people I've been to in Liberia in my life, every one of them asked me, why you want to destroy our medicine? Who is this Jesus Christ behind you? Everybody asked me it. And it didn't dawn on me in my later age when somebody close to me tried to dissuade me from praying to Jesus Christ and telling me Jesus Christ is not God. That's when I started thinking about it. Why would this person come and tell me that? Because they wanted me to stop serving Jesus Christ. They wanted me to stop calling his name. But every juju person I've been to in Liberia have talked to me about Jesus Christ, have asked me, who is this Jesus Christ? Who is this 3-in-1? They asked me. They asked me. Jesus is strong. Stronger than all the African gods I've been to. And I've been to some strong juju men. I know the strong juju men when I see them. Because the first thing they will ask me, who is Jesus Christ? Who is this 3-in-1? And one of the juju men kept saying to me, you got great sababu. Great sababu. And I didn't know all the things, and I started reflecting on all the juju people I've been to. Some of them told me, said, don't spoil my medicine, man. Don't spoil my medicine, man. They didn't tell the person who took me there. They told me because they knew I had the power. From time immemorial, I've known no other gods than Jesus Christ. In everything I did, I didn't know a God. I call his name because you got to understand one thing. When people say God, you got to better know what God they're talking about. Every God is not God. Every god of a juju man is a different god than Jesus Christ. Not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ will not tarry in that realm. He will not tarry in that realm. He's a great God, the God of gods, almighty and powerful. And every juju man and woman I've been to under the sun asked me who Jesus Christ was, because they know I have no other gods but Jesus Christ. I ain't going to follow no God that I don't know their name. You know your God name. I don't know your God name. I know Jesus Christ's name. I know Muhammad. I know all these other worldly gods. Then you carry me to God. I know the God name. If God ain't got no scripture for me to read about him or her, you can't succeed at that. You got to know the name of your God. He's Yahweh. He's the great God of Israel. And that was the three great religions follow the God of Israel, because he's the great God, and all everybody know that he's the great God. But we have three paths to that one God. And if the Juju people can ask me who Jesus Christ is, you will know he's a powerful God. They don't know him. And this world cannot be destroyed until every man and woman knows the name of Jesus Christ. So we got a long struggle to go to teach the world about Jesus Christ. And if you don't believe in Jesus Christ, you can't change Liberia. You can't rule Liberia. Liberia is a Christian nation. All the way your native people try to change Liberia, you can't change it. You change the name. You put your own name there. Call it some tribal name or something. But as long as you call it Liberia, you can't use Juju. You can't use Juju as a Christian name. So if you want to take away our Christian name, our Christian nation, change it to something traditional. And let's start all bathing in the swamps and in the waters, in the dirty waters, and in the villages by the algae water and all the things, okay? And get our juju power in us. Okay? But in the meantime, the Tony Commander is here. I ain't joining no political party. I ain't joining no family group. I ain't joining no group at all. I am a Tony Commander, Galpohkpa Chesson. If I won't run for office, I will run independent, because that's who I am. I bring my own team to the table independently, a party, a group. I'm not a party man. I'm not a group man, but I am a one-man army. Aluta! Continue. Have a good day, my people. My class is done. Young children, take care and stay in shape. The time of the people. The time of the people. The time of the people. Let's keep it on, huh? Let's get it on. Oh. Okay, time to go. Mo Ali of CPP has done it again. The baby mama saga continues. The abortion news continues. The girls and baby mamas. The baby mamas of Mo Ali. Of Mo Ali and Mo Ali. Let the people know who Mo Ali of CPP really is. At Esau Beach. Oh, no one one day. Oh, no one one day. Oh, your mama baby's trials finished. You said G.
No,